Hello, my loves. Hi, I'm back to continue my series on self esteem. Today, I'm talking about low self esteem and high self esteem and the differences. There is a difference between the two. And some people think that low self esteem is the only bad type of self esteem. But no, high self esteem can also be bad. Low self esteem is when you have beat yourself down so low to the point that you don't believe that you are great, to the point that you don't believe that you are beautiful, to the point that you don't believe that you can do anything, that you can go anywhere. You have convinced yourself that you're not good enough. You have convinced yourself that no one would love you. You have convinced yourself that no one would ever like you and no one would ever want to be in a relationship with you. You have convinced yourself that you will never be successful. You have convinced yourself, keyword, you, no one else. Yes, people can be a contributing factor, but overall, it's what you believe about you. It's about how you feel about yourself. So, again, back to those thoughts that I was talking about earlier. What are you thinking about yourself? If you are constantly thinking negative about yourself, if your negative outweighs your positive, then more than likely you have low self esteem. And believe it or not, a lot of us don't know that we have low self esteem. We really don't. I'm speaking from experience. You walk around like everything is okay. You put on a mask, and the mask is so believable that you convince yourself that this is reality. I'm good, I'm fine, I'm great, I'm happy. So you walk around smiling and you walk around happy and you walk around like the world is peaches and cream. But when you get home alone by yourself, everything falls apart inside of you. You start to think about the things that's going on in your life and they bog you down and they make you feel like you're less than great. They make you feel unworthy. So you put all of these thoughts in your head and you equate your life with your inner life. Everything that's going on outside of you, you make it internal and you start to believe that nothing is going to work out for you, that nothing is going to get better, that I'm going to continue to be in this space. And you know what? You will. If you can't believe beyond where you are, you will stay in that place. You will not advance. You will not get better. You will not get greater. You will not love yourself. You will not care for yourself if you don't think beyond where you are. You are a product of your environment. So if you're constantly around negative people and negative things and things that don't seem like they're being successful and things that don't seem like they're going anywhere are people that don't seem like they're going anywhere, then you're going to continue to be in that place. So what you need to do is continue to believe that you can be greater, even though you don't see it. So you can get beyond where you are. But if you continue to talk to yourself and say, I'm not worthy, I am not beautiful, I am not handsome, I don't do great things, I will not be great, you're going to continue to stay there. And it's not going to be anybody else's fault but your own. So think about that. Take in everything that you think about yourself. And if it's a lot of negative, then you more than likely could have low self-esteem. Now, high self-esteem is different, and that's where a lot of people get mixed up because they think because I'm great and I'm better than you and you beneath me and I can do everything, no one can tell me anything, that can really damage you also, because what happens is you lack wisdom because you don't receive knowledge from others. You don't look to others for advice. You don't receive advice from others. You don't learn from others' lives. You don't allow people to speak into you because you feel like you got it all together. You feel like your life is great and no one can tell you anything. You're the bomb and no one can tell you you're not. And granted, that's a good thing in a way, but when it comes to the point where you become vain and when you become so into yourself that you don't see anyone else and you don't listen to anyone else, so it affects you being humble. Because when anybody else tries to tell you anything, you're going to always feel like, you can't tell me anything. I'm great. Who are you? So it affects you in a negative way also. And as with low self esteem, no one wants to tolerate that. No one wants to tolerate you always full of yourself and always about yourself. And no one wants to tolerate you being down and out all the time. So, what we need to do is get to a healthy balance of self esteem so we can advance, so we can get better, so we can do great things in the earth. Because if we can't get to that healthy balance, then we will always be stuck. You will be stuck in this place that you are, whether you have high self esteem, whether you have low self esteem. And in order to get there, we have to do a lot of self reflection. So, on my next video, I will get into that to help us all get to where we need to be in our self esteem so we can have the confidence and the self worth that we need to be great and be the great people that God has called us to be. So, I will see you guys later. Goodbye, my loves.